everyone, y'all know, hopefully you know who I am. I am Larena. I am here today to talk about what to do when you have a gig that is outside and it's August and it's like 90, 100 degree weather. And it's a live and learn process. I haven't danced outside and I couldn't tell you when. So I want to go ahead and document this so that everyone can learn from trial and error that I've already done. And it's crazy to think like how you can forget so quickly. But basically, me and my troupe and also a couple of my advanced students went and danced at a Renaissance fair that Memphis, Tennessee has recently put on. It was the first year. It was an awesome event. I will say though that it was very, very hot. The temperatures were 90, 95 degrees, and then with the humidity, it felt like 100 degrees. So I have some tips and tricks for what to do when you have to dance outside in the unbearable heat. So first and foremost, I would go ahead and just plan to bring a lot of water. Like this right here, this water bottle, it is not gonna cut it. I am telling you, do not just go for the big guns, okay? This is what I usually bring. It's a gallon. I fill it up with ice to like about here and fill it up with water because the ice is going to melt and then have you more water. In fact, if you can go ahead and bring the big guns out and get you some like something this big, I want to say it's like 2 gallons. I'm not even sure. This is my husband's when he takes it to his baseball game, but I would go ahead and fix you up one of these with water. Again, ice to here because it's gonna melt, and the rest water, and you're good to go. You can get one or the other. We both got these at Sports Authority, or if you have an Academy Sports or any sporting goods store, you can get these. So first rule is please have some water on you. Second thing is sunscreen. Dun, 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 dun. If those who are watching me, I had like a little contest between certain sunscreens, anywhere from Copper Tone to this, which is Safe Harbor, and I was going to let everyone know which one did the best, and I'm gonna have to go with Safe Harbor. This is, it was 50 proof, or you know, it covered 50%. And it's sensitive lotion with natural anti-aging complex, moisturizing sunscreen lotion, anti-aging treatment, rich in age-defying antioxidants, and I believe it's all natural. But I'm gonna have to say the gold medal goes to this. Now, because it was all natural, it was very streaky, like it made you ghostly, so don't apply a heavy layer, otherwise you're gonna have a lot of white on you. But this took the gold home for sure. So please have sunscreen. Next, have a tip jar. So we danced 2 weekends in a row. It was last weekend and then this weekend. One weekend we didn't have a tip jar at all, and of course we made nothing. This weekend we had a tip jar and we almost made, you know, $50 in tips between me and another dancer. Now this is our first year for our Ren Fair, or an outside gig, and it was the first year for the Ren Fair. So that was actually awesome. You know, who carries cash anymore? So to us that was a success. Just make sure you have a tip jar, like a big one that says tips, because we went in with this little bitty box and somebody, it was, I think the Buccaneers, the Pirate Buccaneers band, they were like, oh honey, that's not gonna do well. You need something big. So get a big like pickle jar or something and have tips on there so people can see what your jar is about and put money in there. So it was amazing. We had a huge crowd, so make sure to have your tip jar. Tip number 4. So when we went to this event, it was said at first they were gonna have like some sort of sound system, and you know, from maybe it was a miscommunication or something, but there was no sound system. So always bring a backup boom box, not I'm just gonna go ahead and say not the like little Wi-Fi speakers or Bluetooth speakers. There we go. Bluetooth. Get together, Lorena. The Bluetooth speakers. Wi-Fi speakers. Anyway, Bluetooth speakers, they're not loud enough. So you're gonna need a boombox with the batteries, and those things take, you know, the huge double D batteries. Just bring it for backup. You know, the second weekend that we did it, which was this weekend, they did have a sound system like a PA system. If you have a PA, go ahead and bring that. But if you don't, then have the boom box as backup, because that's the worst feeling when you show up somewhere and you're like, where's my music? And make sure you have your set list all ready to go so you can push play, and then it's a smooth transition from song to song. Make sure if you're on an outside gig to wear shoes, because you never know what the terrain is going to be like. I use ballet slippers. Like seriously, I'm sure, well, I can't speak for everyone, but I did the whole ballet, jazz, and tap when I was a little girl, and these, thank goodness I didn't grow too much, because I still use my same ballet slippers. These work awesome, and I know the style was, at least last year, the ballet slipper type shoe. You probably can get them at Walmart or whatever, but go ahead and invest in some of these. You could see these are very loved and worn, but they will protect your feet, because you never know what kind of surface you will be dancing on. I've danced on a black stage. You would not think that that would hurt, but that hurts when it's in direct sunlight, dancing on a black stage. Concrete doesn't bother me too much, but if it's gravel, yes, shoes are gonna help you. Thankfully this weekend we were dancing on grass, so that worked out very well, but the shoes did help. A second thing to think about when you're in direct sunlight and you're waiting, because there was a schedule, so there was people performing before us and after us, and of course me and my girls, we get there early just to make sure that we can get on and keep the schedule. And we got there early, and it will be awesome if you could bring an umbrella, especially because in our situation we didn't have a lot of shade. So if you can bring an umbrella, that would be good to provide some shade for you, and maybe some cool down type, you know, just some cool down time, because it is so hot, especially in Memphis, Tennessee. And then also I even had a thought at the end of our set, you know, because afterwards we had some dance sisters from Memphis Rocks. Whoop whoop, yip yip. We had our dance sisters from Memphis Rocks perform. It was either after us or before us, and it would be good if you had some of those, you know, collapsible chairs, and then you can perform and cheer your dance sisters on before or after you, and then have your umbrella. So sit in your chair with the umbrella and provide some shade, and you can be cool, and also promote and encourage your local dance troupes too, that are maybe, you know, your dance sisters. So anyway, I hope this was some great tips and tricks for when you are performing at a venue that is outside or an event that is outside. Please comment below if you would like to see any other tips or tricks when it comes to performing. I am more than welcome to do that. Go ahead and subscribe and follow me, Larena Ashley, or Larena Isis Dance, and also Isis Dance Academy, IDA for short. We have a whole nother YouTube channel for our performances, so if you want to see just straight up belly dance performances, go check out that channel. And yeah, thank you so much guys, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye! Alright, let's do this. Let me maybe zoom y'all in a little bit.